Is there specific things that I should consider while buying a property that is only for holiday homes?
There is a lot of companies that they pretend to be holiday homes. They discovered that somebody was living there for 6 months.
Oh my God, it's basically stealing.
Yes, exactly.
He must report them directly. I'm asking you, please, when you see bad agents, when you see bad company, when you see someone who promised you something and didn't, write a review, report them. Is it true that always holiday homes or short-term rental will get a higher ROI than long-term rental, which is like the yearly rental?
In theory, yes, but actually no. Villa will bring you more over the year. So it will start around 30 to 35% ROI.
Per year?
Yes.
Okay.
He paid around 3 million or 4 million dirhams at that time.
Okay.
Right now his villa is worth around 45 million.
Station is
Airbnb and holiday homes. Today, we are showing you everything you need to know about investing in holiday homes and Airbnb investment in the amazing city of Dubai. Good morning. Today we are on the beach. Subscribe, share, and enjoy this amazing morning with us from the fantastic city of Dubai. Let's start. And today, for that subject, I invited the best, my friend Dennis from Cezavi, an amazing company in terms of the high-end rentals of holiday homes, and they are perfect in what they do. So I wanted an expert today to shed light on every question that you have in mind, everything that you are wondering about investing in real estate in Dubai for the purpose of holiday homes and short-term rentals. So thank you so much for coming today.
Thank you for inviting me.
It's a very early morning, I understand, but it's a beautiful day, really. So as you may know, that short-term rentals and not owning, basically just renting, is the hype right now. You have Uber, you have Airbnb, and all of this stuff. And we see that reflecting on the investment in real estate. Many of our clients always asking to invest for the purpose of holiday homes. And they always come up with this question, because we are good and we are expert in long-term rental, but we always count on people like you, experts in the short-term rental, because it's different segment completely. So I want to ask you, is it true that always holiday homes or short-term rental will get a higher ROI than long-term rental, which is like the yearly rental?
To be honest, there are 2 points. In theory, yes, but actually no, not always.
Okay.
And I'll explain you why. See, if we consider high popular areas for tourists, and you get a property there, apparently you will get more money if you go for short term. But if you take, for example, something in Azizi Riviera, that area, like Meydan area, all that stuff, you will not get a lot of demand for short-term rentals.
Because it's mainly residential.
Exactly.
Okay.
And in numbers, it will reflect to you that you're not getting money.
I understand. And that's why sometimes maybe people think, I didn't make good money in holiday homes, so I'm not going to use the holiday home. It's basically the location.
Yeah.
What?
That's the main point. Location is the first priority. Like if you can get, let's say, 1-bedroom apartments near to World Trade Center, this will be a high demand, because like 8 to 9 months per year you have exhibitions, you have conferences at that area. And a lot of people, they come and they book through Airbnb. But as I mentioned, if you go to Dubai land and you get an apartment there, the same 1-bedroom, yes, cheaper, but
it's only residential. Purely residential.
For 1 year, yes, you will get like 6-7% ROI. In short term, you'll get 2%.
Actually, that's something that we also focus on when we even advising for a long-term rental, because we focus on having a property that is within, let's say, 15 to 20 minutes away from a business hub. We have, you know, the city has mainly 3 business hubs: Dira, Downtown, and Marina. For now, Internet City, Media City, and the 4th one is coming, Dubai South and Expo. So we are always trying to consider a property that is in a close proximity to these areas, because we know that in the future we will get a lot of tenants, we will get a lot of purchasers, buyers for this property. We don't want to always like go into somewhere where we know that there is no plans for that areas yet. Like many people, when we were in the early beginning, I think you may know, we were marketing Dubai South a lot, and people were like, what's there, what's there? We studied the plans, we studied everything, and we know that there's a lot of things that are coming there, and that's why we were advising to it for our clients. But now I see, I don't want to mention names, but I see some areas that I don't see any business hubs around it, and people are just buying because it's more affordable. If your purpose is basically living, then yes, be my guest. I can serve you anywhere. But if your purpose is investment, then I have to fulfill my promises. When I'm promising you 8 to 10% return on investment on a long-term rental, if you insist on buying in an area that I'm not recommending, I cannot fulfill that promise in the future, especially that we are managing for our clients for free if it's a long-term rental. So on the subject of the property, is there specific things that I should consider while buying a property that is only for holiday homes? Let's say I'm a client, and we get these type of clients that they have investments, for example, in France, in UK, where it's doing good on a short term. They are liquidating there because of the taxes and all of what's happening in terms of security matters, etc. Mobiles, watches, everything being stolen. And they're like, and I hope it gets better, don't get me wrong, but they are coming here to Dubai and they want to continue doing the same thing. So they ask us, what is the things that I should look for specifically in a property if I'm buying only for short-term rental?
So from my perspective, the first and foremost is the location. Like for holiday homes, it's really mandatory to find tourist locations only, if we are talking about the short-term only. Then the second one, you consider the budget. If your budget is flexible and you can afford a little bit more, then you should consider properties like next to the seashore or in prime locations, let's say the Palm Springs, maybe something where people can enjoy with their families. If your budget is pretty tight, then you consider only tourist areas such as Marina, GLT, and if like you can go for the secondary market, you can go for the off-plan. If you go for the secondary market, you need to check the age of the building, age of the property. So I wouldn't recommend to go something lower than 5 years. Something older than 5 years. If it's older than 5 years, then the maintenance might cost you pretty a lot.
And I would add to that, I think the amenities will be not at the same level as the new projects that we are seeing right now. There is like, in each project we are having 20, 30 type of amenities. Yesterday we were in one of Ellington buildings, and I have to mention, to be honest, like I try always not to mention a specific developer when we are talking in general, but yesterday I was with Victoria and they invited us for a VIP event where they are showing us their latest project that is about to hand over in Ellington Beach House. I think your company is waiting for that to get handed over. The luxury level, the amenities, the details, the finishing, the marble, the tiling, to be honest, it's on another level. Like I've been into the fanciest hotels here, which is like Atlantis Royale. In terms of amenities, Ellington took it to a higher level, to be honest. In a residential building, they don't, you know, the location alone speaks, the views speaks, but they added to it all those ultra luxurious amenities, and the kids play areas, the barbecue areas, the walks, the paths, everything was like, wow. So I can imagine that when you put something like that on photos, for Airbnb, people will think like, am I booking a hotel or am I booking residential?
Like, you know, there is a trend right now to make apartment with a pool inside the property. Like,
yeah, we are seeing
so
that.
Imagine, like, you can get, let's say in 2 years maybe, a lot of buildings with the same amenities. When you have a 2-bedroom apartment with a swimming pool inside, for the same price as you get 2-bedroom apartment somewhere in Marina, but without those amenities. So you see the difference.
What would you choose?
Of course, I would choose the pool inside my apartment.
Really?
Of course. I want to jump and I want to splash water over my neighbors. Why not?
All right.
No, honestly, like, it's my private resort. And let's consider, like, there's a lot of conservative families outside there in the world.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. So imagine my wife goes to public swimming pool, and I don't want this. So I would prefer to go to something private. And if there is a property with the same price, but with a private swimming pool, with a private loggia, you know, and everybody can enjoy, but privately, I would definitely go there because my family will be private. They will be secured.
But then we will be a little bit further inside, like in the second line. We divide always Dubai into like three lines: the Sheikh Zayed Road and the beach, the Al Khail and Mohammed bin Zayed and Emirates Road. So I believe we will be around JVC, JVT, and Arjan area.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah.
And you think like something like this would be in demand?
For sure. And I'm giving you from my own experience. That's what we had before already. Like people, they want something nice at first. Let's say Palm Jumeirah, because there is villa, there is this and that and that. But then when they come to the privacy point and they realize that yes, there is a bit of a privacy, because when you go to the pool or you go to the beach, your neighbors will see you, the neighbors will see your family. So for some clients, they request after that, like, we don't care about the location, we need high quality amenities and we need privacy.
Okay.
I will not say what some people request.
Yeah, I understand.
But they need
keep
privacy
of request. Yes, of course. So in a way or another, that every property has its type of demand, as long as it's high quality, high class amenities and these stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. That's good to know. You know, today we are discovering new things that opens our horizon always when we are checking the brochure. If, let's say, we know the history of the developer, we know that they are perfect, but now we go into the deep details where we are focusing more on the amenities, sizes, what is inside the apartment itself, and so on. So as you may know, we have booked paddle tennis today.
Yeah.
To keep the day active, and Dubai now is doing its best to promote the active life living, like the active lifestyle, and to be honest, just being here on the beach, seeing people running, people swimming, etc., it makes you feel really active in the morning. It's nice.
Yeah.
And everything is provided, you know, like even you can fill your bottle of water, you can have a coffee, everything is, and it's at very good prices, you know, you don't need to pay a ton to enjoy the beach. That's the nice thing about Dubai now.
I like the trend where everything goes in terms of the sports and activities in Dubai, because I remember those times when people were just enjoying fast food and pretty much that's it.
Yes.
And after that, like Sheikh Hamdan, he introduced this marathon challenge.
That's
like,
really nice. Yeah.
And slowly by slowly, people started, you know, to be involved into sports, into different activities. We started getting like public gyms. We started getting public areas where people can do workout, they can do like gymnastics and stuff like that. They can do jogging, like from early morning till late night, people are jogging. I see it everywhere.
Yes, correct. And that's exactly what UAE is about. It's leading by example. Like His Highness and all of his family are always leading by example, and they are doing the things that should promote healthy living, that helps people to live a better life, and people see that and they are really excited about it. Like recently when it went online, he was training with Cristiano Ronaldo in Dubai, and we know that Cristiano has a house here in Dubai and he loves coming to Dubai. So it's attracting, you know, champions from all around the world, and it's attracting everyone, to be honest, not only money and business. It's attracting sports champions, it's attracting technology gurus, and that's the amazing thing about Dubai, that it's becoming a hub that attracts creativity from all around the world.
And the best part in all of this is for the future generations.
Yes.
That there is more and more amenities and features for kids.
Yes. I don't want my kids always on mobile and tablets.
Exactly. And like, if I'm not mistaken, it's by 2030 there is a plan for the Green Dubai or something like that.
Yes, yes, correct.
That's how we can get healthy legacy.
Exactly, exactly.
In next like 30 years, 40 years. That completely new healthy generation of our kids, grandkids and stuff like that.
To be honest, Dubai, since I came here, 2013, it's been getting greener and greener, and the weather is getting better and better every single year. So I have a question for you. What should I consider, which is like my main subject when I'm recommending to my clients holiday homes?
Yeah.
What should I consider in an agency that is managing holiday homes when I'm recommending them? What are the criteria that I should look for and be always careful for it?
Oh, what a good question. First of all, you should consider the legal documents. Apart from the trade license, which is mandatory for any business activity in Dubai,
Of course.
the second mandatory document for holiday homes company is the DTCM permit, or permit from Dubai Tourism.
Okay.
Without this document, this company is working illegally, because all the properties that holiday homes company is managing should be registered with Dubai Tourism as a hotel activity. That's why there is a lot of companies that they pretend to be holiday homes and they manage some properties on behalf of the owner or something similar, but actually it's just a real estate company, or it's a concierge company or something else, but it's not a holiday homes company, because to get a holiday homes license, it's not an easy process and it's not a fast process. Even if you're experienced on the market, it will take several months to get all required approvals from the government.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Few months.
Yeah, 2 to 3 months approximately to get all the properties, all the documents. Why? Because there is even specific office required for this. You cannot just get a normal office or virtual office, which is quite popular nowadays.
Yeah.
It's not allowed. Or business center office, it's not allowed. You need to get a proper office with a proper location, with a proper square size.
Okay.
And only after that you can submit for the next step.
That's good, actually. Like the government is trying to make sure that you only deal with legit companies.
Yes.
Okay.
That's the first point. Second point, which is always affects a lot of property owners, is not fair business managing of the property.
That's what I wanted to hear about.
So in this case, there is only one simple solution, is to keep an eye on the calendar of bookings. It should be always transparent. If it's not transparent, if it's hidden, if it's something else, if the company says, oh no, we don't make this, we just make a booking, blah, 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 upon request, upon WhatsApp, upon call, whatsoever, it's not fair business. There is always a calendar for any property.
Okay.
It might be internal, it might be external, like from Airbnb, but there is always a calendar. Why? If the company is managing a property, usually it has 2 or 3 agents or 2 or 3 sales managers at least, who are promoting the same property on different platforms under their names.
Ah, okay.
So
it's not like me as a real estate agent, I promote,
only,
for example, a project. So it will be like me, Victoria, you, for the same property, promoting it under different names.
So in order to avoid overbooking, as we call it, like let's say your client booked from your site, from your Airbnb, and at the same time, for the same dates, my client booked from my Airbnb. So this is called overbooking, when we have 2 bookings on the same date and the same time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so in order to avoid this, there is always an internal or external calendar that the property is managed. Like we see that for these dates, the booking is confirmed. So we block the same dates on other platforms. And other pages and other agents.
Okay, understood.
So we avoid all of this stuff. So there is always an internal or external calendar for any company.
So for now, business license, DTCM license, proper office, proper marketing, and calendar.
Yeah.
Be transparent. What else?
I'll give you an example before I go to the next step. Like there was an owner who came to us maybe 2 months ago. He has a property in Palm Jumeirah.
Before we continue this point, I think our time for the paddle started. So let's get our stuff and come to the court, and then we continue. What do you think?
Deal.
Well, our stuff is like 10 minutes away. We left the laptop, we left the mobile, we left the car keys, but that's Dubai. Of course, I'm not asking you to be reckless with your stuff, but like we're talking and we left it in the coffee shop on the beach. And now you will see, I'm 110% sure that it's still there and nothing is missing.
As I was saying, there was an owner who came to us, and he like started to be very scared, you know, to talk to us, to share with us his property, to share with us his ideas and stuff like that. Why? Because before us, he had another company who was managing his apartment. And everything was fine at the beginning, but after a few months, he started getting only like 800 dirhams per month.
Oh my God.
From this property.
It's like the cheapest studio you will get.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was like, okay, what's going on? What's going on? What's going on? Oh, we don't have any bookings. Oh, we don't have anything like that. Oh, we don't have this. Oh, we don't have that. And one day, he decided like, okay, if they don't have a booking, the apartment is free, so I can bring my friend to stay there for 2 weeks because his friend was traveling.
Yeah.
And he was coming here to stay like for a short vacation.
Uh-huh.
And when they came there to the property, they discovered that somebody was living there for 6 months.
Oh my God.
Imagine.
Oh my God.
And the property is not cheap, and the rent is not cheap there. Like the company was making a lot of profit.
Wow.
We're talking about several thousands.
It's basically stealing.
Yes, exactly.
He must report them directly.
So,
In such cases, I want to ask, like, can I call DTCM and give the business license of that company and tell them that this is what happened?
Absolutely.
Okay, great.
Absolutely.
Great.
You can call them.
Because I want such players to really move out of the market. They are pissing me off. Because, you know, they, like, such client, he continued, for example, and he continued investing with you, and he had a good experience after,
Yeah,
right?
Of course.
Yeah, but other clients, they say, I don't want this anymore. Dubai companies are not good, etc. And one company can give a horrible image about so many other good companies, you know? And that's why I really want them out of the market. Those monkey business, that's our slogan, you know? No more monkey business. This monkey business, I want it out of the market. And that's part of why we are doing these videos. That's why we are trying to educate our clients to the best of our abilities so we can prevent this monkey business.
You can't even imagine how many times I've met property owners who were complaining about unfair business, unfair companies who were managing their properties. And after that, like when they were coming to us just for a meeting, just to talk, you know, as a friends, they're like, oh, no, we don't want holiday homes. No, we don't want, we had bad experience, we don't want, and Dubai is not protecting us and blah, blah, blah. This is not Dubai. Dubai is protecting a lot.
Yes.
If there is one simple complaint from the property owner to DTCM that the company is unfair, they will block the license immediately.
So you just need to do your due diligence.
Exactly.
Basically. And when you see something bad, don't just walk away. Report it, please. I'm asking you, please. When you see bad agent, when you see bad company, when you see someone who promised you something and didn't, write a review. Report them. Do whatever you can to stop this business from happening so it doesn't go into another case with another client.
And another, it's like an idea or suggestion to test the company. If you want to go for holiday homes, you should test it as a client. How you test it? First of all, you make a request and how fast you get a response.
That's a very good point. I will mention why. Yeah.
So if it's slow, definitely you shouldn't go there. Second thing is how, like, let's say you confirm the booking for one night, just to test the company. One night it will cost you, I don't know, 1,000, 2,000 dirhams.
Yes.
It's not a big money.
But when you are doing an investment, you want to
Exactly.
do that so you can make sure.
So you check how they respond after the booking and how they behave during your staycation. Like, if they provide extra service, if they respond in case of emergency or some maintenance issue, how they handle the communication after they receive the money.
Okay, that's the most important thing. And that's actually in our business. I've got clients, and it's one of my best clients, to be honest. He bought a property from an agent, and then this agent seems like he disappeared after the client signed the SPA. And I was like, when I met the client and we talked, I always ask this question just for me to know. And it adds to my experience. I asked the client why you didn't proceed with the agent that you booked with them previously. And he's like, because they disappeared. And he's like, I wanted to have some questions that was not related that I want to cancel or something like this. Khalas, I already signed. Khalas, it means done. Okay, in Arabic. We got used to use it a lot in culture of Dubai. But and he just disappeared. And this client built with me a huge portfolio after that. And that agent lost this client for just not answering.
Exactly.
Which is like really weird. That's our business, you know? Why you don't answer the phone? I always tell my wife, and to be honest, it's kind of unfair, but that's the type of business that I'm running. My time is not always mine. Sometimes if we are going into a mall, I might end up on the phone. I try to limit that, of course, but sometimes there is serious client, or there is an emergency, or there is client who's booking right now. That's my business. I have to fulfill my business. I cannot say, oh, you know what, I'm busy right now, bye-bye. I lost 10 million of booking, simple. So it's gonna be interesting, huh? The first time we play together. Which side do you prefer?
I prefer that side.
Okay, I'll take this one.
Yeah, okay.
Take this. Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Why we are playing? What do you think is the best type of unit for holiday homes?
The best one,
Yeah,
for first and foremost, it's villas.
villas.
Villas at the seashore.
Really?
Yeah?
So it's not apartments.
No.
I always thought that if you have a smaller unit, it will be more in demand because like not necessarily always families, but what do you think?
From one side, yes, like you will get more bookings,
Yeah,
most probably for the apartment. However,
yeah,
in terms of the returns, in terms of the check,
yeah.
villa will bring you more over the year.
Okay.
Like even if you go for percentage, if you compare percentage for apartment and percentage for villa, villa will bring you more ROI. So for me personally, villa is at the first place, it's the top place. And then we go for luxury apartments. Luxury like duplex, penthouses, triplex maybe.
Okay, like the new Cavalli that is being built next to Marina.
Yes, something luxurious.
Okay.
And only after that we go to one bedroom apartment. And only after that we go to 2 and 3 bedroom apartment.
Villas on the shore or in a super premium areas, luxurious properties, duplexes, triplexes, or even like a simplex but a very luxury tower.
Yeah.
And then 1 bedroom, normal, affordable, and 2 bedroom, 3 bedrooms.
Yes.
All right.
That's what I noticed always from the
See,
requests.
that's great because we could never know everything, and that's why we always consult the experts and we bring it to you on Gorilla Real Estate channel. So Dennis, if I followed all your recommendation and let's say my money supply is good, what or how actually should I consider calculating my ROI per year? What basis I can build my expectations on? I know the companies will provide estimates, but how can I verify that what they are estimating is kind of correct, or no, I can expect more, or actually it's too much optimistic, I can expect less?
It depends on the holiday homes company itself. There are some companies who are just listing your property and they will charge you less, but most probably you're gonna get less.
Okay.
There is companies that take full responsibility about the property. So what they do the maintenance, they do the decorations, they do the documentations, all the stuff. So you just get the profits.
Okay.
And you don't think about anything. I mean, I'm talking about honest companies.
Yes. That's what I want to care about.
Yeah.
That's what I care about actually.
There are companies who go like, okay, we will help you to manage your property. So they're not actually involved into maintenance issues or managing the property. They will advise you how to manage your property. Okay, and in this case, if they bring their own clients, they'll just get their margin.
Okay.
So ROI, like, really depends on the unit type that you have.
Okay.
Really depends. Like, for example, for villas, you can, like Palm Jumeirah villas, you can expect ROI start.
He loves Palm Jumeirah.
I love it.
What about, we will talk about Jabal Ali later on.
Sure.
Yeah.
So it will start around 35%, 30 to 35% ROI.
Per year?
Yes.
And that's for units that was bought earlier.
Yeah. I'll give you example. I will not name names. Yeah, and I will not name the property. But I know the guy who purchased villa back in 2008.
Okay.
He paid around 3 million or 4 million dirhams at that time.
Okay.
Right now his villa is worth around 45 million. And he is getting yearly on year rent around 1.2, 1.3 million. So you can calculate over the years what is his profit.
Okay, let me put it this way.
Yeah.
Right now, let's say if I get a villa in Palm Jumeirah, I can get something maybe around 25 million. It's starting.
Need some work. The lower margin, yes.
Yes,
lower.
it needs some work. And I put it for Airbnb. I did like good renovation, kind of. Painting, decoration, etc. Bigger windows, and it has beach access.
Yeah.
What do you think I can expect as an ROI if my starting price was around 25 million? So we can.
I will give you exact numbers. See, if you invest, like, let's say, a couple of millions into renovation, into redesign, so you will make it
total
modern.
Price 27.
Yes. Yeah. Total price 27, 28 maximum.
Okay.
So in this case, you can yearly rent your villa for around 2.9 to 3.9 million.
That's a lot.
Yes.
So we are getting your 10% minimum.
Yes, your expenses will be, I don't know, maybe 50,000 for the bills.
Okay.
Per year.
Yeah.
That's it.
So net I can get around 10%.
Yes, absolutely. Minimum. That's the minimum. If it's yearly. If it's monthly, it will increase a lot.
No, I'm talking about the holiday homes.
Yeah, for holiday homes, let's say per month, such villa will start from 300,000.
Wow.
Up to, I know the guy who was trying to lease his villa monthly for 1.1 million per month.
But that's super luxurious something, right?
No.
But did he succeed? That's the thing. I don't want to shoot to the stars and then
if he invested more into his villa is above average.
Okay.
Yeah. So in this case, his villa would cost around 400, 500,000 per month.
Okay.
But he wanted 1 million.
Okay.
That's different story. However, if he invested more into redesign, into renovation, like make it more modern and stuff like that, put more into like decor, into smells, all that stuff. So in this case, he would succeed. And he would lease it for 1 million. There was another villa, it's already sold out. There was another villa, it's ultra modern, it has like 3 levels above the ground, 1 underground.
That's level. The ones I love.
Yeah, like there is a nightclub, garage, underground sports gym, there is cinema, everything is there.
A city.
Yeah, and it's a 6-bedroom villa.
Yeah.
I will not mention the price of this villa. However, per night, this villa was around 65 to 75,000.
And it's getting rented.
Yes, and it was not in high peak season. It was like April, May.
Wow. So around December, January.
Skyrocket.
Okay. Now I know that you deal with ultra luxury with your company, but I wanted to ask, like, let's say I followed all your instructions and we bought something ultra luxury. What is the healthy occupancy rate? You would say that this company is doing a good job and your occupancy rate is right on spot or even better. And what will be a warning occupancy rate for me in an ultra luxury product?
For ultra luxury, I would consider something going wrong.
Yeah.
If it's less than 30% per year.
30% occupancy rate?
Yes, even I would mention even 40. Like even if it's 40 or less, there is something going wrong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So either there is a promotion problem or price problem or something else, but there is a problem.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. The good rate is 70 to 85%. Nobody can guarantee you 100%. And if somebody guarantees you 100%, it's a total scam.
Of course, yeah, because you need at least time between tenants to clean,
Yes.
refurbish, those
Yes.
things.
And moreover, you should consider the summer period. During the summer, it's a dead season.
3 months.
Yes.
Like very hot weather.
I would say not even 3 months, but 2 months for sure, it will be dead season.
Okay.
The prices will be minimum, the occupancy will be minimum. There will be, but it will be minimum.
Maybe from internal tourism rather than from
Yes,
people from
mostly
abroad.
yes, like from other cities, like from Abu Dhabi or from Ras Al Khaimah, we have a lot of clients coming during the summer.
Okay.
Just for weekend or something like that.
Okay.
But it's not full occupancy. It's a good time to do some maintenance. It's a good time
Yes.
to do
Yes.
some renovation maybe.
Yes. Yes.
Because you will not get money in terms of money. But at least you can do something better for the new season.
Yes.
And
yes,
then you
yes.
can
Upgrade.
increase the price. That's the best option.
One of the things that is so much on the social media, on the media, and everyone is talking about it, is the period of handovers that will start towards end of 2025 until end of 2027. Do you think that the demand will decrease after the handovers of the unit that is coming? We know that there is DAMAC Hills, we know that there is things coming from Emaar, we know that things coming from Dubai properties, from Dubai South. There is ultra luxury units that is coming on Palm Jebel Ali, handing over in 2027, I believe. So what do you think, your opinion on the demand? Will it decrease because of the handovers?
No, I don't believe into decrease of the demand. I believe into decrease of the prices. That's what I think of. Like if we talk about areas that are far away from prime areas, like Dubai South, DAMAC Hills 2, and stuff like that, it's more for the long term. In this case, the holiday homes and short-term rentals will not be affected. But you mentioned something about Jebel Ali, Palm Jebel Ali. This is what we are interested about. If it's gonna be more attractive than Palm Jumeirah in 3 to 5 years after the handover.
You mean it will take time?
Yes, it will definitely take time. I mean, it might be more popular than Palm Jumeirah. However, I don't believe in this. Why? Because still we are talking about the travel time.
To downtown, you mean?
Yes, to downtown, to prime area. See, Palm Jumeirah is near to Atlantis. Palm Jumeirah, I mean villas. It's near to Marina, it's near to downtown, it's near to malls, it's near to other areas. If you talk about Palm Jebel Ali, yeah, it's also like one-way road if you travel by Sheikh Zayed Road. But still, it will take another like 15-20 minutes because of the traffic.
But don't you think that which will take time, as you mentioned, but my perspective on this, let's say, and we'll let you judge, that Palm Jebel Ali will have its own Atlantis, will have its own
Probably.
attraction, let's say, and then I feel like it's going to be a replica, because that's what I told my clients even. Like, we saw a boom of the prices in Emirates Hills when the Palm got open.
Yeah.
And we know on the master plan that there is a business park in Dubai South behind the Palm, which is representing what is right now Internet City and Media City and JLT. We have villas that are being launched on the Palm, same as they were launched in Palm Jumeirah. And we have Expo, which will be the new World Trade Center or the new exhibition hub. And we have the biggest airport in the world. What do you think? But I think that would take around 10 years. Yes, which is matching with the plan that the government said, like the 2030, 2040. Yes.
My vision, my predictions, I would call it, about Palm Jebel Ali, if they make something modern, much more modern than right now we have in Palm Jumeirah, then the holiday homes industry in that area will skyrocket. Because Palm Jebel Ali will be More private. More private and more modern. Fresh villas, which was constructed, let's say, if you're talking about the scope of 10 years, has been constructed like 3 years, 4 years back. And we are talking about Palm Jumeirah, where villas were constructed 20 years ago. Like,
that's why we recommend for our clients renovation.
Yes, renovation is mandatory if we are talking about Palm Jumeirah. If you're talking Palm Jebel Ali, it's better to invest. Yeah, it's a long-term investment, definitely. But you absolutely gonna make a lot of profit from this in scope of 20 years. It's a very long term.
I like, you know, just on a point of like, you think, I still feel that Palm Jumeirah will still have its own clients and people who loves it, because I believe the reason of opening the new Palm was the extra demand on ultra luxury waterfront properties, which Dubai is not able to fulfill in the current areas anymore. Like we saw DAMAC, they have launched Cavalli Villas, they have launched Cavalli Tower. DAMAC basically bought the brand Cavalli and they are using it in a really nice way. We see that there is ultra luxurious projects that are coming from Ellington. We see ultra luxurious projects from new developers that are coming in the Palm, but it's not enough. The demand is high, and that led into like ultra skyrocketing of prices of ultra luxury product. And that's why the government saw it's time to open the new Palm and provide it at a luxury but reasonable prices for luxury. And that's what I believe the reason for releasing it. We know the 2040 plan. We know that the government of Dubai is aiming to increase the population up to 7.2. That's their target. It's happening over the period until we reach into 2040. Many people think, 2040 is still far, but it's actually, they're not gonna reach 2040. Okay, population 7.2. It's a work in progress.
Sure.
And we touch that on the ground right now. I see a lot of hotels are opening and their occupancy rate is still high. So I wanted to ask you, from the information that you do, from the research you do, and from the white papers or the reports that is released by Dubai Tourism Authority, how much of the tourists that are coming to Dubai is being fulfilled by hotels, like they are staying in hotel, traditional hotels, and how much is staying in holiday homes and Airbnb units? As a percentage.
To be honest, it's increasing, like it's changing over the time. Let's say 5 years ago, before the pandemic, like for me, Dubai is different before the pandemic and after, completely different.
For me also, exactly.
And the same about like tourism industry and stuff like that.
Yes.
So if we talk about before the pandemic, most of the tourists who are coming to Dubai, to UAE in general, they were using hotels. Nowadays, more and more people, they switch over units. Apartments, Airbnb, like villas, apartments, penthouses and stuff. Why? Because they have more flexibility for their stay. Let's say somebody is coming for the exhibition. If you compare prices of the hotels and you compare prices of the apartments, you'll get, for the same price of 35 square meters unit in the hotel, you'll get 1 bedroom.
Yes, that's what I always tell my clients, that the 1 bedroom equals to almost a studio in the hotel.
In the hotel. Yeah. Exactly. So what is the benefit of getting a hotel in this case? Like, if we're talking about 5-star hotel, yes, you have the concierge service, you have this, you have that, you have any assistance, you have support. But if you're talking about average hotels, like 3-star, 4-star hotels, you don't get much. Moreover, if you get an apartment, usually you have your own kitchen where you can cook at least some snacks, breakfast, whatever. At the hotel, at most, you have to go for the dining area.
Yeah.
So it depends. Again, if we're talking about luxury properties, usually families who are traveling here, they bring or they order chefs who will cook for them.
Private chefs, yes. And that's becoming more and more common.
And again, we come back to the point of privacy. If family is respecting their privacy, they will be choosing some property which is far from other people. And in the hotel, It's really hard to find something like that. Yeah, you can find someone like
Atlantis
Anantara,
Royale,
yeah, Atlantis. You can find some units.
But the price will be
Exactly.
10 times more.
Exactly. So that's why people come to villas or to high luxury properties where they can get concierge service, where they can get whatever they want, like chefs, babysitters, nannies, whatever, maids and stuff like that. They can get their own chefs, butlers, drivers, all together.
Yes. Sorry, that's one of the points that now Dubai is attracting a lot of VIP people.
Yeah.
And they don't want to be always under the lenses of cameras and paparazzis and etc.
Yeah.
So they prefer more privacy and they prefer not to be in a hotel. They would prefer with a company like yours who provide the concierge, who provide the ultra luxury service completely, and which makes them feel that they are in something that is even better than a hotel. Can you tell us a bit more about that, about your concept of work? I will remind again our clients that your company does mainly ultra luxury units, but your experience in the rental market made us really choose to do this interview with you, and we are super thankful for your time.
So first of all, thank you for inviting again. Our business model, we more focused on the client demands instead of selling just our units. We have a huge database of the properties that we can find specifically for your needs. Because, like, usually, see, people come to holiday homes company and they say, "Oh, I need 5-bedroom villa," or "I need a villa for a family of 8 people," and that's it. Now, most of the companies, they will suggest what they have. For us, we need to clarify and verify the client and his needs. Like, okay, what kind of villa you need? What amenities you need? What services do you need? Do you need transfers? Do you need chefs? Do you need nannies? Do you need babysitters? Do you need maids? Do you need security? Do you need rental cars? Do you need blah, 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 and stuff like that?
Oh, wow, you provide all that?
Yes. Moreover, okay, you want 5-bedroom villa because you're like 8 members family.
Okay.
Okay, fine. Where exactly would you like to have a villa? Should it face north, west, south, east?
To this level?
Yes. Should it be beginning of the front, middle of the, if you're talking about Park Jumeirah?
Yeah.
Should be the middle of the front. Should be the end of the front, beginning of the front. Which front would you prefer? Like, there are some fronts where you have parties.
Yes. And some fronts are
And some fronts are calm and quiet for families.
We talked
only.
about this here before. Yeah,
See?
yeah.
So we need to understand your needs first before we suggest you options. And that's our key benefit. We clarify our clients and we find in 90% most matching property for them in terms of the budget and needs.
That is ticking most of the boxes.
Yes.
In a realistic term.
Yes.
Like, they cannot ask for a budget of 1,000 per night.
Yeah, apparently.
Ultra luxury villa, of course. Indeed.
Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like, if his budget is more or less coming to the point of his needs, I can guarantee you that we find your property.
Good, good, good.
Moreover, there will be our manager included as a personal assistant for you, available 24/7.
Wow.
Will like close all your needs.
That's a difficult job.
Yeah,
That's a difficult job.
but that's what I told you at the beginning. We are more focused into service, not just giving you the property.
And you said that's getting you even more bookings.
Exactly.
You get a lot of recommendations rather than the marketing, or it's mix of both?
No, currently it's like word of mouth mostly.
Okay.
And we are also like, we have our own blacklist and whitelist.
Okay, okay.
But we are coming to the point of the combination of marketing and word of mouth.
Okay, that's good, that's good, that's good. Because it's same for us, it's a big part of our income. It's coming from word of mouth, people who tried us. And that happens over the year, you know, in the beginning it's the marketing mainly, and then it starts decreasing in terms of the percentage of income coming from marketing rather than income coming from word of mouth and recommendation, which is good. It means we are doing something correct.
Yeah, true.
We were like really great choice with such amazing view. And that's the sign of a busy man. You see?
It's
Too
not
mobile.
all I have 3. I just don't have more pockets.
That's why I don't do holiday homes. One of the things that I also wanted to ask you, which we get asked a lot, shall I furnish my property by myself or shall I let the agency furnish it for me?
Okay.
Because it's a choice of, like, I know that the agency will add some margin because they are doing business in the end, or I do with my own taste and furnish it. What would you recommend?
I will ask you one question before.
Yeah.
You want a simple answer or wide answer?
No, the wide answer. I always go for the details.
Okay. So in any scenario, if you are not coming from the same industry, if you haven't been into short-term rentals, or you haven't been dealing with VIP customers or VIP properties, then 100% you should hand over this to the professional company. Why? I'll give you a direct example. We have right now a new partner that we work with. He's a businessman, and he has his own taste, okay? And he made his villa for himself. He was living there for several years. Now he decided that, okay, I don't need this villa to stay there, but I don't want to sell yet. So I will convert it to holiday home.
Holiday home.
And he came to us like, okay, what would you suggest? We came to check his villa and like, for him, it's nice.
Yes.
And design and the layout and everything is nice.
Yeah.
But in terms of the customer demand,
Yeah.
it requires a lot more.
I understand.
The furniture should be changed, decorations of walls should be changed, the layout of living room should be changed, beds should be changed, and so on and so forth. You know. So in this case, companies who are having experience on the market right now and they deal with the clients directly, they should be decorating everything because they know exactly what clients usually request from the company.
What do you focus on when buying a furniture package for luxury villas?
First, we focus on something modern.
I don't want the secrets of the business.
No.
Just the overall.
It's not a secret even.
Yeah.
First of all, we focus on something modern. So the furniture should be modern but classy at the same time. You know. Then it should be like it should look massive.
Massive.
Yes. It shouldn't be like wooden legs, you know, like a wooden frame and that's it.
Oh wow.
No, it should be like really massive bed where you come and you see like, okay, this is something that kings and queens should use, you know?
Okay.
So they feel this vibe.
Okay.
And then for the decoration, there should be like touching parts, like some lights, daylights, night lights, some spotlights, something like cabinets next to the bed where people can put their personal belongings. There should be mirrors in bedrooms always. There should be modern faucets, you know, to take the shower, to wash the hands, face and stuff like that. There should be no scratches.
Yeah.
And there should be no damages on the marble floor.
Okay.
Which is commonly met if you go to the Palm and you take the villa, which is more than 10 years old.
It needs full polishing once.
Exactly.
Yeah. Because marble, we always say it, marble is hard to take care of. Like you need to be really adequate in the usage and be very careful and always try to maintain very well. It's natural in the end.
And always, like, especially nowadays, before it was not that mandatory. Nowadays, in my opinion, it is mandatory to have different colors of lights. Daylight, warm light, normal light, cold light. So people can choose as per their preferences.
Yes.
For instance, for me, I prefer daylight during daytime and warm light at night.
Yeah.
Other people, they prefer different. So I know people who like only cold light and that's all.
I like always warm light.
See?
Yeah.
So it's a matter of taste. And if people come, they should feel that they can choose as per their own preference.
Yeah, I understand.
No, it feels them more comfortable.
What do you think future areas? I know you deal mostly with ultra luxury, but like what future areas you think that are going to be great and coming up for short-term rental and holiday homes?
The old areas are still there. They will not go anywhere.
Downtown, Palm,
Downtown,
Marina.
Palm, Jumeirah,
Yeah.
Jumeirah Living, the new complex next to Burj Al Arab. I mean, the entire Jumeirah line, it's there.
Including Maritime City.
For sure. 100%.
Okay. See, guys, I'm telling you about Maritime City. And recently we had a new amazing project being launched in Maritime City. So you can see it here and click on it and
I
you
need to
will
watch
it.
it.
Yeah. You're falling short in our videos, huh?
Yeah. New Palm Jebel Ali, for sure. And areas next to it, like Furjan area, like I don't remember the names, but all that there is a new area opposite of Palm Jebel Ali with townhouses.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
So
yes.
that can be considered as a long-term or short-term both. And the one, me personally, I consider as a popular place, but it's
Upcoming?
controversial, yes.
Yeah.
It's JVC.
Okay. Coming from someone who deals only with the luxury products,
To be honest, yes, surprisingly.
why? Why would you say that?
I see a lot of people coming to stay there for long-term even. And it's high-profile people.
Oh wow.
They are not like public person. No, they're hidden people, but they're high-profile people. And they choose some townhouses there to stay secretly.
So you think that JVT will follow because it's providing?
To be honest, no, I don't believe in GVT much. GVT is good for long-term, for family stay. You know, it's quiet. There is no traffic. Not that much traffic. I would say.
Yeah. Because you can reach to Internet City, Media City,
Yes.
and JLT in 7 minutes.
Yes, it's very convenient for family living. But for the short term, no, I don't believe in this.
Okay. All right. I understand. So we have Palm Jebel Ali. You have JVC. You have all the shoreline, including the islands that are coming up.
Yeah.
That's really good. That's really good.
Maybe in some time, maybe. I still have some doubts about it, but maybe in next 5 to 10 years, we will reconsider Dubai land.
Dubai land.
Yes, maybe.
Maybe. Okay. On this point, I got a lot of questions about it.
Okay.
When we are suggesting, as we discussed in the beginning, when we are suggesting any area for a client, we look at it from an investment perspective. Even if they will stay in it, unless they insist on staying only, and they will never consider reselling or something, they will consider, but after much long time. We always focus on having it close to a business hub, one of the 3 business hubs or the 4th one that's coming, which is Dubai South. Dubai land for me is far from any of these. So if I'm asking for a 650 for a studio, 1 million approximately for a 1-bedroom, I would go to Arjan, I would go to JVC, I would go to JVT, I would go to Furjan and Discovery, the new buildings, of course, because they are very close to business hubs. 10 minutes you are in a massive business hub, which will lead into clients, for future buyers, tenants, etc. But in Dubai land, I'm not finding that. What would you say about that?
See, I will reply.
In the future, you are saying.
Yeah, in the future. I will answer to this question with very interesting information.
Yeah.
Business Bay.
Yes.
Is it a business hub or not? For you?
Yes. Yes, of course.
So why Airbnb is not popular there?
Because on this question, one of my clients told me his vision of Business Bay, because I see that so many people are trying to market it as the new marina, and maybe they want to do that, I don't know, but I always try to be as honest as possible. My client was telling me, I don't like, once he stayed in Business Bay, I don't like to go down from my hotel, seeing a queue of people running into their businesses, feeling like the hustle and bustle and they are tired. He said, I prefer to stay in marina. I get the views, the water and etc., which is what's being offered kind of in Business Bay. I see the yachts, but I see the vibe of the area is totally different. People in marina are always enjoying their staycation, their holidays, etc. It's like a vibe similar to this, rather than the business vibe of like people running and they want to go to catch the bus, catch the train, or stuck in traffic or something like this. It's a different vibe. That's why I'm not a big fan of Business Bay. It gets good return on investment, but we always recommend to the client also based on their style and what they like to do. And there is, in my opinion, there is so many towers that can fulfill the request for Airbnb in downtown rather being in Business Bay. What do you think? What's your opinion on Business Bay?
For me, Business Bay is a big headache because of the traffic as well as Marina.
Yes.
And I really, like when you mentioned about your friend or client who is preferring to stay in Marina, I have just one question. How he enjoys the rush hour at Marina?
on this point, I always try to recommend to my clients for a long term, even for short term, the line that is close to the metro, not the line that is close to the tram.
Okay.
You know, there you make a U-turn and then you exit to Sheikh Zayed Road. Done.
Yeah.
It's a 5-minute traffic. That's it. But if you are on the other side and you're planning to live in it, you have 20 to 30 minutes until you exit. But you saw the new road.
Yeah.
It will add a lot of flexibility, especially the traffic that is next to Barasti. It will reduce so much. For me, as I say again, I cannot put the price of Dubai land and leave the price same property or same price from good developers in Arjan, in JVC, in JVT.
See,
It's still for me a bit of a conflict that I cannot equalize Dubai land to these three areas.
no, I'm not even trying to do this. This is totally different. And for me,
I know.
like honestly speaking, for me, unless Dubai land offers something unique,
Exactly.
it will be a dead end at some point.
Maybe people who wants to live there and they reach into 25 minutes to downtown and Business Bay, but they get like a good quality product because many big names are going there right now at a more affordable price because the price of land is much cheaper than JVT, JVC, let's say. Food is here. It looks tasty. Thank you so much for your time today. And we're going to enjoy the rest of the day together. But for now, the interview has finished. I hope that you have got a lot of useful information from someone long time in the Airbnb and holiday homes industry. We really appreciate the information. I got to know a lot of new things and we shared it with our clients. Please subscribe, share, and click the like button. All of this helps us in continuing to do amazing video from the fantastic city of Dubai with such amazing views as you can see. For now, see you in another coming videos. Take care.
Bye bye.